fuel pumps, like in South Dakota, they're doing the mixture your own, blend your own.
Blender pumps.
And then something in the paper here not too long ago that it's illegal to blend in a car. That's not. They're going to start making laws with fine you or whatever. I mean, that might kind of be a setback for ethanol. I guess we need to know what you're.
And we've got one blender pump. I believe it's operating at Galva. We got another one up in Lyon County. I think that's operating as well. We got some issues on the labeling because you very clearly need to be labeled different, and so people need to know that for regular vehicles you can use 0%, non-ethanol, or 10%. You're not to use the other stuff. The station is not penalized if somebody goes up and does that. In theory, it's that person's fault if they do that. Nobody is a cop looking over everybody's shoulder out there or checking receipts or doing anything else to figure out if that's a problem. But it's not legal to put a blend higher than 10% in a non-flex fuel vehicle. Flex fuel, then, you can use whatever you want. You can use 0, 10, 20, 30, 50, 85. So it is designed for those flex fuel vehicles, or someday we may well get the point where other vehicles can use that, or maybe we'll have all flex fuel vehicles. Word was, at one point, we're getting actually awfully close to one of the major manufacturers warranting their cars to use 20% blends. All existing cars, and all cars coming off, was potentially going to be that way. And we ended up with all the battle over ethanol and everything else. Never ended up happening. But if that does happen at some point, then having blender pumps where you have several different offerings is actually a really nice way to do it. Because otherwise, to think that somebody'd have to put in a different tank for every blend is just not going to work. It's hard to make it work even just adding an E85 pump because you can't get enough by. One pump for 0, 10, 50, 85. Now all of a sudden you can offer a new blend very easily. We've seen a lot go into South Dakota, a lot go into Minnesota. The rigs aren't any different as far as what you can do with those. They're able to use them. They still should not be using them in a non-flex fuel vehicle. Should not be. I'm sure it happens, but they shouldn't be. Just like E85. There are some folks that go up to an E85 and put some E85 into a non-flex fuel vehicle. It's not legal, but I haven't heard of anybody getting fined.